Hello, we're pleased to announce a new product for qualified crane training and consulting, and this is an internal announcement, so this is actually a video for all of our team members. We are launching Compliance Keeper. It's a safety audit. It helps our customers clear confusion about crane compliance. Having them ensure that their companies are in compliance with standards and regulations, codes, it can be a bit overwhelming. So this is a product that allows all of our qualified crane trainer and auditors to be able to provide an unbiased audit. This is an important tool that also reduces risk, reduces some document error, uh, uncertainty about compliance, lost productivity, code violations, material handling delays, and uncertainty in general about whether or not they're in compliance. The Compliance Keeper safety audit is based on 10 key metrics that we assess at the facilities. And the audit process is consistent across all types of industries. And one of the things we have a lot of pride in is Compliance Keeper is unbiased because we're not part of any crane companies or regulatory agencies. Once we've completed the safety audit for Compliance Keeper, we then form the actual Compliance Keeper safety report. And this audit report is made up of the 10 criteria that we talked about earlier, and here are those 10 criteria. The report starts out with crane regulations and requirements in the facility that we're working in. And then the section 2 is very important because that goes over usage and duty classification, where we can actually try to match what was actually designed and delivered to the customer versus what type of production demands are on the equipment today to see if there's a gap in the actual usage. And this allows us to basically design better inspections and also repair routines. Section 3 then follows that usage information by helping us to determine what are the requirements for inspections. What are they currently doing as far as inspections versus what is our recommendation or what did we find by matching that to usage charts? Is there actually a gap? Section 4 goes through the crane repair and deficiency resolution processes at the facility. What are they actually doing to complete a repair loop? That is from the time that an item is discovered through to its completion as far as any kind of repairs, including their work order system and also whatever they have outsourced. Section 5 actually just reviews all aspects of documentation, what is required for the type of equipment they have, what is required as far as the type of documentation that's required in general, and then also what is the time frame for keeping that documentation on file. Section 6 is an assessment of the personnel at the facility for various different roles, that is operators, inspectors, maintenance personnel, and managers. What type of crane qualification and training do they have, if any, and specifically, what is their qualification? Section 7 is reviewing their actual written crane safety policy. We go through their entire written policy, that's an internal document for them, and compare that to industry norms. Section 8 is the irregular crane component inspection process. That is all of the internal types of inspections that are not usually commonly found in the standard inspections from vendors and internal personnel. And this reports on requirements and recommendations. Section 9 is a recommendation on creating an actual crane maintenance budget. These are just some best practices going across the board to make sure that the maintenance department is properly funded. And our last section, 10, actually goes through and tries to evaluate crane suppliers and vendors. That is to help manage expectations of those outsourced resources. And for those customers that just can't go through all that type of detail, we also have a summary report of those same 10 criteria, quick to read. Several of you will be asked to provide a Compliance Keeper safety audit, and this is where qualified crane training will really shine. Our auditors will bring a lot of experience to the table and go into the deep processes and the background of how the internal mechanisms work at our customers' facilities to assist them with crane compliance and uncover many of the types of things that others just wouldn't find. So in order to help our auditors, we've actually created a document, the Auditor's Guide. The Compliance Keeper Safety Auditor's Guide is made up of the kinds of things that the auditors are really going to need out in the field, such as, what is this compliance keeper? How long is it going to take? What information am I going to be evaluating? How do we interview the client SMEs? How do you go about doing the actual site inspection? Using our data forms to collect the research, and of course preparing and creating the actual compliance keeper report. Our auditors can also expect to see some additional tools such as the customer pre-work data collection sheet. We send that in advance of your audit so that the customer can start collecting some of the critical data we're going to need for those few short days we'll be at their facility. Then of course we've got the Compliance Keepers Auditors Reporting System. This is where you'll be entering the information into a tool that we use that allows us to pre-populate some of the report, saving some time. And then of course the third thing here is Compliance Keeper Proposal Templates. So it's an entire package here to help us to create this product. And last but not least are our marketing materials, and this is where we want to try to get this information out to prospective clients as far and wide as we can. And this is also basically where we try to communicate what this product is. So that's it. This is the new Compliance Keeper Safety Audit. We look forward to showing you more information on this and talking about this with your customers. And we hope that you'll be interested in participating. So thanks again from Qualified Crane Training and Consulting.